going on, everybody? And ready to get this thing rolling here. I'll get these earplugs out for just a minute. And you know what? We got Matt Painter's second chin in here calling for the Purdue victory by 20. Would love to just disagree with that wholeheartedly, but it's a legitimate concern when you got a guy like Zach Edey. But let's history always plays a part in these type of games, and the last two meetings have gone a different direction. To say Purdue's going to win by 20 today on the road, I don't think so. They may win the game, but it's not going to be nothing like that. I would love to be there. Today would be the day to be in Assembly Hall. I would love to see Indiana playing this Purdue team because I think we got something for Zach Edey. And I'm hoping, and I haven't checked the any of the reports, 3:45 till tip-off. But you know what? I think having exceptional bigs beyond our two starters and having some size and some depth to kind of run out there at Zach Edey today, it falls back on our guards defending at home. And we've been saying this a lot here lately. I'm still not convinced that our guard play is equal to what they get on a day in and day out, but maybe today at home we will get that kind of effort. As far as national attention goes, this is the type of game that we have to have. Right now, sitting right around the mid-90s in the net, and there's a reason that our team is there, is that we haven't beat nobody. We need a quad one victory, and what better quad one to get than Purdue? I hope everybody else is as wound up as I am today about this game. I think it's got a chance to be pretty epic. Jerry, what's up, my friend? Maybe or not, absolutely. Because we do not know how this one's going to turn out. And I just feel that there's going to be a little bit – there's a lot on the line today for this starting lineup in Indiana, and I think it starts with your older guys. Give me Trey Galloway playing a clutch role. We've seen Rob Fennessy play spoiler in this series for Indiana a few years back. Missed that guy. And he was born in West Lafayette. Just not sure that it's going to be that kind of win. I didn't look at the line today on the game. Let's see what it is. 9.5 points. If I was to bet on my own team ever, I would have definitely took that bet. They're not going to beat us by 10 at Indiana. Rick, what's going on, my friend? A few minutes before tip today, and we're talking about the same old stuff. This team here needs an identity. Our guards need to step up, and we need to have some defensive pressure on the ball. We need to not give Edey the easy foul. We need to kind of keep him out away from the basket as much as possible. And then when he's going to score, he's going to score. And we've got to combat that and as best we can. We're going to have to use our length today, inside out on that. We're getting ready to tip it. I'm actually going to listen to a little bit of the broadcast today since it's on Peacock, and I can listen to that and talk to you. We're getting ready to tip. Believe it or not, Painter's in his 19th season. Yeah, it's finally here, Fundamental. Let's go. Let's go, kel'el and Zach. And kel'el actually has a little bit of a wins the tip, and Gabe Cups is in the starting lineup today as well. Galloway will bring it across the timeline. 19:50 to go in this game already. We're started, and IU starts their offense from the right side. They feed it to Renew on the block, who's working it. Galloway to Cups. Cups over to Mbako, who's wide open for three. Yeah, let's go. Early 3-0 lead for Indiana. And Mackenzie Mbako buries the triple at the beginning. Smith is going to work it into Edey, who's on Ware, and Edey puts it in easily over Ware on the first one, and we are 3-2. What's up, Sam? Go Hoosiers. Cups has got it out high on the top side. He's going to hit Renew, who has Wren on him. Looking for Mbako off the pick. He's got him looking for kel'el Ware. Mbako is going to drive it. He gets into the baseline, lays it up and in around Edie. Mackenzie Mbako has the first 5, and Indiana's got the lead by 3. Coming across the timeline, Smith's got the ball on Cups. That ought to be a dandy of a matchup today for Gabe. Step back, Smith for 3. No good. Rebound comes out to Renew, who's going to bring it up himself and run the offense. Flips it into Ware on the post. Ware's got Edie on him. Ware turns around, puts it up, and no good. And Galloway misses the rebound, and here comes Purdue. They're going to work it off the side there. Jones feeds it down to Edie. Double team comes. Edie puts it up, no good. And Renew clears the glass, and here we go again. Renew gives it to Ware, who brings it up. Hits Mbako on the right wing, looking. Goes around to pick, nothing there. Mbako's going to drive. Goes all the way to the basket. He's blocked by Edie. Here comes Purdue. He wants to break it. Smith in the corner. Jones for the deep 3, and he hit it. Lance Jones gets the 3, and Purdue ties it up. If you hear the dog, I apologize. What's up, Ants? 5-5. Galloway's got it on the right wing. High pick by Renew. Galloway over to Cups on the right wing. Back to Ware out high. Ware gets it into Renew. Out for Cups for 3. No good. Gabe Cups just hasn't got that shot going yet. Here comes Smith. He's going to drive. Feeds it inside to Edie. Puts it up. And he's blocked by Ware. Here comes Cups up the right side. Cups is looking ahead. Feeds Galloway in the corner for 3 in transition. No good. Mbako clears offensive glass. Puts it back up and in. Mackenzie Mbako, all 7 of Indiana's points. And let's get going. They're getting loud at the whiteout in Bloomington. 16:52 to go. 7-5 Indiana. Smith and Cups are going to go head-to-head out high. They feed Edie on the post. He's going to work it back out. And there's another one for Edie, and Edie gets position. Indiana's doing a great job of not fouling him. And there's a turnover. I didn't see it. Jones comes back the other way, and Purdue has their first lead, 9-7. Lance Jones with the steal, I assume. Cups is going to drive, looks over to the side. Renew's got it out that high. Hands it off to Mbako, who almost loses it. Mbako pulls up for another 3. That's a bad shot, but he's feeling it today so far. Here comes Purdue with the lead and the ball. 2 up. Smith's going to drive around the right side, gets to the basket, runs under and comes back out, pulls up, feeds Wren on the post. And Smith misses the 3, tip to Renew. Here comes Mbako the other way. Mbako gets up. Mbako is going to get the charge as Lawyer had good position on the post. Dabney, good job. How you doing, Dabney? Nice to see you. Oh, good start to the game. Only down a couple at the moment. It looked it looked a little baited. I don't know if it was a flop. I don't think he hit him hard enough to make him go down like that, but you know, it is what it is. Fundamental, good to see you. While we're on this quick commercial, I'm going to do something with that animal upstairs that's throwing a fit. Back in 20. All right. Got everything covered before game day except for the animal needed to go outside, evidently. He heard me getting a little loud and did not like it. Probably a 4-point turnaround. There you go. Let's pin that one really fast. Probably a 4-point turnaround with Painter being able to call a play during the timeout. He's pretty spot on drawing up plays. Yeah, Matt Painter is he's a really good coach. You know, I think Purdue made the right choice. They've stuck it out with him. He's been here 19 years now and does a great job. And I think that you're going to see some good play calling out of timeouts. Purdue's good at doing all the little things, into half situations, out of timeout situations. They do a very good job at that part. Crowd is doing their part, and Mbako is killing it. I got to find Balin is behind the bench, so I'm looking for Balin today. One of our own is hanging out really close. Got to get our bigs involved. Mason Gillis is in the game for Purdue. Smith's going to bring it across the timeline. Gabe Cups is with him. Going to work it to the left sideline. Nothing there. Feeds it down to Edie inside. Edie's working on where. There comes the double team. Drops it off inside. Gillis goes up strong. And then Baco is going to pick up his second foul. And Baco's going to have to run to the bench here. I don't think they can afford to leave him on the floor. Somebody else is going to have to pick up some scoring here. Gillis gets the first free throw. (10-7) right now as we speak. Mason Gillis is at the free throw line for his second, and it is good. All right. Xavier Johnson comes in to fill that void from Mbako. Let's see if he can play basketball today. Ware gets it at the top of the key, puts it up, short off the front rim, rebound to Malik Renew, who lays it up, and he's strong with it. Had a chance for some second chance points there, and here we go. And there it is right there. We're going to get Edie on the foul. Xavier Johnson going around the pick. He hipped him, and that's an easy call. And you can thank Zach Edie for giving us an easy one there. Yeah, I'll talk about Edie just a little bit here in a minute. Ware has it out high. He's going to work on Edie right now. Over to Galloway. Step back 12-footer. Hits it. Trey Galloway gets his first points of the day, and we're down by 2. Jones is going to bring it across the timeline. Xavier Johnson will be defending him. I expect X to be spot on today. He should be playing angry. They're going to work switch off the pick. Jones is out there on Smith. There's the high pick. He's going to work driving. He tries to get to the baseline, drops it down for Edie, and Ware's going to get called for the foul. The thing about Edie is that years past, Edie couldn't go very long stretches of time being on the floor, but his conditioning is so much better this year. Lawyer's got it in the corner with Galloway on him. Rotates it around, gets it inside to Edie again. Working on Ware. No good. Rebound comes to Galloway. Here we go. Good job by Kel'el Ware to keep Edie punched out from the basket. They're going to get Cups on the right side. Nothing. Feeds Renew on the post. Malik Renew needs to get going. Rotates it out of the double team to Johnson for 3. Steps inside the line. Hard off the back rim. No good. Nice thought by Johnson there to take the shorter jump shot. It just didn't go. Smith's working on X. He drives. Galloway switches. And Ware is going to pick up his second foul. Or maybe that's his first. I don't have him on my box score, but I'm pretty sure that's his second foul. And the first free throw is good. All right, there's Peyton Sparks, who I expected to have some heavy minutes today. Let's look for Peyton to be a factor today. Zach Edey looks focused out there. That dude is definitely on time. Sparks is going to work it down on Edey. They're going to rotate it around to Renew, over to Johnson. Johnson's got it out high, gets around into the lane, over to Cups. Cups hits Renew on the baseline, who's got Gillis on him. Double team comes, he splits it, runs it around, feeds Galloway. Galloway feeds it back to Renew. 4 on the shot clock. Renew pulls up and shoots it. No good. Ugly possession there for IU. Coming back the other way, Smith's got it out high on Galloway. He's going to work the pick on Edey. Galloway does a good job. Smith pulls up and shoots it. No good. Edey, that's a foul. Oh, I don't know about all that. Let's see. I don't think Sparks can pull him down. I think Edey had him more than he had Edey. I don't know. They're going to probably call that a hook and hold. See, I don't know that I agree with that. I think that's a baited call. Xavier Johnson is older than Yogi Ferrell. Isn't this his 10th year? I don't like the call. What's up, Weston? Mbako came out hot, scored the first 7 for Indiana. Edey is dominant ever since. Pretty much it. We got foul trouble on Ware and Mbako right now. And there's Lawyer for 3. And it rims around in, and Purdue has doubled us off at this point. 18-9. Galloway's going to drive the basketball, puts it up and in. Trey Galloway with good body control uses it and gets in, and should have been a foul called. There is no love from the officials for Indiana thus far in this game. Smith's got it out high. Cups is on him. They're going to feed it to Edey, who's out there as well. Cups has got it, or Smith. And another foul on the Hoosiers. Fouls are really starting to pile up. Why is my box score not updating? There we go. I think that's the 5th team foul thus far. $16 foul on Indiana. They get it in. And Edey missed it. Good defense by Sparks. As Edie goes reverse side and misses it, here comes X up the left side. He's going to drive the lane over to Sparks. Sparks gets his own rebound. And Peyton Sparks put two good efforts to score there. Yeah, fundamental, it feels that way right now. You cannot have a game. Oh, no. No good as Smith misses the open three. Here comes Galloway pushing. Galloway gets inside, puts up the floater, short, no good, tipped out to X, and X will reset to Galloway in the corner. High pick, Galloway goes around it, working, feeds X, nothing there. Reaches in, there's a steal from a bad pass. Galloway gets it back. Ball's on the ground, loose ball. Galloway's got it back, comes back this way to Sparks, and Sparks gets the layup, and Indiana cuts it back to 5. This game has ugly written all over it from the get-go. We're getting no love from the officials thus far, but we're only down 5 with 11 minutes to go. Xavier Johnson is putting a little bit of a spark in him right now. Hopefully he keeps his composure. Lawyer's going to drive off the pick. He gets inside, flips it up, and in. Fletcher Lawyer gets his second basket of the day, I believe, gives him 5 early points. Galloway's got it on the right wing, high pick by Sparks. Over to Renew, who drives in the corner to X. And Xavier can't make in the three-pointer. They're going to let him have it too. And he tries to get the steal, and Smith feeds it out. Lawyer for another 3, and he hit it. (23-13), 10-13 to go. Down 10 as we get inside. Sparks is going to go against Edie. Feeds it out to Galloway for 3. No good. It's just not falling right now for Indiana. Halfway through the first half, down 10. Smith's going to feed Edie on the high post, who's going to try to dribble it. And they are going to be in the 1-and-1 as that is the 17th foul on Indiana thus far. This Purdue, when it is firing on all cylinders, is a dang good team right now. And how are you doing today, Weston? Good to see you. So far, not so good for the Hoosier faithful out here today. I cannot believe that is the 17th foul to their 1. And I think that's the story thus far. Mbako and Ware both with 2 cups. My box score does not update. I get the scoring, but I don't get the let's see. Trying to find a way to get it all. I get it that way. They are calling everything. But see, that's the difference is that when you talk about college basketball officiating, it's supposed to be to keep you call fouls evenly. You can't tell me that we fouled 7 to their 1. That does not work. That is the biggest argument from coaches is that, if you're going to call it one way, you got to call it both. There's contact both directions. So you've got to even it out just a little bit. But you're right. And there's no home cooking with these officials. Usually you get a little bit I always feel like you always get about that 2 foul differential at home, right? You usually get that. You get a little bit of home love. You get a little bit of just a little bit extra from the officials at home. You see it in other sports where it feels like that could have went either way. They're going to give it to the home team. But today, I haven't seen that at all. 10 minutes, 7 fouls. If we go like this, we're going to be into walk-ons in no time. Look at that. 12 points, 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds in a season. Braden Smith is in some elite company. Denzel Valentine, Marcus Carr, Magic Johnson, and Jalen Pickett. When I was younger, my dad always pointed out how we get home court calls nowadays. It seems like officials do not like the program or something. Fair. To counter that argument is that a lot of the fouls so far have been on Edey, and it is what it is. Free throw's good. And the lead goes to 12. Lawyer's going to go to the bench. And here comes X bringing the ball up. Somebody's got to step up here and be a leader here for this team right now. With Ware and Mbako on the bench, most of our scoring is right there. Renew gets inside, puts it up, and good. Malik Renew gets into the scoring column. I think that's his second basket, honestly. Down by 10. Smith's got it out high, feeds it over. They're going to work it into Wren. Wren feeds it over. I'm not sure all the guys' names from Purdue that come in off the bench. And he drops it down to Wren on the baseline, pulls up and shoots it. No good. X controls the glass. Here comes Indiana. Across the timeline. He's going to bring it up slow. He hands it off to Galloway, who sets the offense at the top of the key. CJ Gunn on the floor right now. There's the pick. Galloway goes around it, feeds it to Sparks. Sparks goes up. Oh, and it just doesn't go down. Peyton Sparks has been active thus far. He's only got the one foul. His minutes are going to be huge today. Let's see if he can make some free throws today. Let's see if anybody from Indiana can make some free throws today. First one's up, and no good. Peyton Sparks' free throw stroke is not that what I would call proficient. First, second one is up, and he hit it. 1 for 2 for Indiana from the free throw line today. Feels like a win thus far. Sparks will go to the bench for a few minutes. All right, we are knee-deep in a substitute field lineup right now. Cups and Renew are the only starters on the floor as Walker is out there now too. Over in the right wing, and it's blocked by Xavier Johnson. He falls down trying to get back into the line. Smith's three is no good. Wren gets another offensive glass. Jones another long three, no good. And Renew finally gets the rebound, and there's going to be a foul on Purdue. The Indiana faithful are loud and right now trying to get behind this team a little bit here and get them on a run. I'm really ready for Gabe Cupps to start finding his way this year. He's had plenty of minutes. He should be coming along a little bit better. His shot is about the only thing that's really been off. Everything else has been pretty solid. X going to bring it across the timeline here. He's got Jones on him. High pick by Renew. X goes around the pick, gets inside, and he's going to be fouled. And now the whistle's starting to turn the other way as it looks like the officials are trying to even up some of these foul calls. I'm trying. I'd kick him if I could, Sam. I'd kick him. They do look focused and involved in the game. They get it into Renew on the baseline. He's got Edey on him. Renew's going to drive into the lane, puts it up, drops it off to Walker for a reverse layup. Malik Renew uses his passing ability to cut the lead down to 7. at 25-18, 7:49 to go. Renew just cannot afford to pick up a bunch of fouls. Smith goes all the way to the basket, and Edey follows with the dunk. You got to block out. X has got it up on the left wing. He goes around to pick. 20-foot jump shot. Not a good look. And Edey gets the glass. Weston X did not start again. He came in off the bench. And he came in off the bench due to fouls on Mbako. And now Gabe Cups just picked up his second foul as well. And I think X is going to have to do a lot to get back in that starting lineup. He's damaged his integrity. He's damaged, he's damaged everything just by playing immature basketball. And you shouldn't say that about a super duper 6-year senior. Although today he has played okay so far. He's definitely showing some effort, which is good. Nothing stands out thus far as we hit the 7-minute timeout. All right, last quick break. I shall return. 25 seconds. X and Gabe. That's a great point. One of those two has to do it. I think Galloway's fallen more into that two guards role that's not a lights out shooter. He has to use dribble penetration to score. But you're right. We need 15 points from a point guard today. Between those two, we've got to have at least 15. Yeah, Cups on first is not a good matchup there. And that will be his second foul as well. Yeah, Purdue, there you go. They look like an old Indiana team. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. They just play good, efficient basketball. They don't make a lot of mistakes. And free throw is good by first. And there they go. 10 for 10 from the free throw line thus far, which is the main difference in the game for Purdue. Galloway's out there right now. He's going to receive the pick from Walker. He's going to go around it. Looks, nothing. Gets it to Renew. Renew's got it at the free throw line. 3 on him. Overdue. That's a long 3 by CJ Gunn that does not go down. It hits off the backboard. What a brick there by CJ. Down 11. Smith's got it out high. He's going to work off the pick from Edey. Galloway's going to be on him. It's kind of a mismatch in speed. Gets up to the rim. No good. Walker clears the glass. X is going to bring it back up. Let's go. X is going to bring it across the timeline. Jones is going to be with him. Cross court. It looks like Purdue's in some kind of matchup right now. I'm not seeing it. Renew drives. and he's going to get it out the gun. Gun drives over to X or Walker for three. Hard, no good. Another nice look. 29-18, Sam. Yes, it is. Smith's got it out high. He's going to drive. He's going to get all the way to the baseline. They're looking, feeds it out to Jones, and he will reset with 13 on the shot clock. Here comes the pick for Meady. Jones goes around it, working on X. Step back three. Money for Jones, and Indiana is down 14. 32-18, 5:53 to go in the first half. Indiana has no answers right now as Ware and Mbako sit the bench with 2 fouls apiece. 3 starters on the bench with 2 fouls. Galloway drives it over, looking. He's going to get it over to Johnson in the corner. There's nothing there. Down to Renew on the post. He's going to work on Edey. Flips it out to CJ Gunn. Puts it up. And CJ Gunn makes it a 17-footer with the shot clock running out. Lead is down to 12. We need to finish this last 5 minutes with a run. We're down 12. We need to cut it in half. Smith on Johnson. High pick by Edey. Working on Johnson. He goes. He gets all the way to the basket. And Xavier's going to be called for the foul. And here we go back to the free throw line. Yeah, no rhythm so far on this Indiana offense today. And Purdue's not missed a free throw. So Matt Painter's very liberal with the bench right now. He keeps rotating them bodies in and letting them freshen up, which is how I wish we would play. Second free throw is no good. Lead is down to 13. They're going to feed it up to Renew, who's ahead on the post, and he's going to get the transition basket. Nice feed from CJ Gunn. Malik Renews gets another basket in there, and that's his 4th point. And the lead is down to 11. The fans are calling for some help here. Edey on Renew inside. And Zach Edey gets another basket. Oh, absolutely. Couldn't ask for a worse start. Galloway's got it. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Gunn, who's got Smith. Over to Renew. Renew should just pop that 3, but he's going to work Edey. Galloway for 3, and he hit it. We needed that one. Big shot by Trey Galloway. Cuts it back to 10. Braden Smith brings it across. He's got Xavier Johnson on him. He picks up his dribble. Gets it to Gillis. Oh, my gosh. Edey is just strong. Zach Edey goes back and scores again. There's an open 3. He doesn't take it. Renew will. Short off the rim, no good. Braden Smith controls. And Purdue is going to be content to walk it up the floor. Oh, my God, Kay. It's been ugly right now. Smith pulls up from 50. Wait, what? And Purdue's just got everything working in their favor right now. They're calling off the ball shots. Malik Renew had very active hands on Edey on that last possession. This just does not have a good feel to it thus far. As Braden Smith makes that jump shot there, and then they'll get free throw off the ball. Ten to 4 in fouls thus far. Free throws are the difference in the game. We can say it all day long. Zach Edey's going to get his, but let's see. He's already shot 4 free throws. And they're just calling fouls all over the place against us right now. They do. I don't know. I don't get some of this. And I'm not saying that all these calls were bad. I wouldn't dare say that. I'm just saying that they're not calling it very evenly at this point. 10-4 is not very even. You got to keep him away from the basket. If he gets to go towards the basket, he's pretty good at drawing the foul and making shots. Inside of 6 feet, you might as well just let him go. But he plays well in that area. And that's what I thought Ware was going to stretch him a little bit today, but they called 2 quick fouls on Ware, and he's not been able to be any kind of a factor thus far. I know, 14-point lead, it's a lot. The 14 points by the 14-point lead, I don't even mind the 14 points by Edey right now. It's them 10 by Fletcher Lawyer with easy 3-point shots that concern me more. They are not double teaming Edey. They seem to be very content going one-on-one, letting him score. Oh my God, they Xavier Johnson already causing issue. Again, that foul will be on him. They're going to give him a flagrant 1 on that foul. So now you're just giving him the ball back. And Edey's going to get 2 more free ones right there. And that's going to be a 4-point play plus the basketball. I mean, come on. Jones is going to get the ball inbounded. Morton feeds it over. Oh, Edey's got it on the post. Gets about. Lawyer's going to drive it back to Edey. No good. Peyton Sparks is defending Edey very well. Leave him on him. Galloway's got it on the right wing. He's looking. Step back 3 by Galloway. That was a quick shot, and that is not what we needed. Jones is going to drive on Galloway, puts it up and in. Gets all the way to the rim. Nobody there to help out. And the lead is 18 with 2:56 to go. And this game is close to being out of reach right now. And there's CJ Gunn from 15, no good. Sparks gets the offensive rebound. He's going to spin Edey. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Gillis. So it's going to stay this in. 7 on the shot clock. Yeah, thanks, Jake. Really missing Ware badly right now, down 18. Very much so. And they've got Mbako back on the floor for his shot. Galloway gets it to Sparks, and that is not called a foul. It looked like he was hit as he went up for the layup. Yeah, Ware and Mbako are going to come back in. Edey's got it at the top of the key. He's going to look. And come on, they're not even letting us fight through a pick. They're going, I mean, CJ Gunn is just trying to go through a freaking pick, and they called him on the foul. There is something rotten in Denmark here because that is not a foul on Gunn. Fletcher Lawyer shoots the free throw and misses. The fans are completely upset right now. They won't even let you fight through a pick at this point. You're down 18 points, 19 points. Mbako's got the ball. He feeds it to Galloway. Galloway's looking. Gets it to Ware. Mbako, Galloway, over to CJ Gunn, who drives. CJ Gunn drops it out to Ware for three. CJ Gunn gets the offensive rebound and lays it up and in. I've got to say, Smith drops it into Edey, and Edey lays it up and in over Kel'el Ware. You just can't stop that. Back to 19. And Renew drives the baseline, works it in for a layup. No way to stop him there. I think so. They're not letting Indiana be physical at all in this game. We need a stop and a score. We need a little baby run here to finish the half. Gillis feeds it into Edey. No good. And nobody blocks Gillis out, and he gets the follow-up. I'm at a loss for words at this point. But this is absolutely – this is a railroading, I believe, at this point. Yeah, JB, I'm sure he would. But at this point, it's obviously not doing any good, as Purdue only has 4 team fouls to our 11. It's not even close. 16 free throws, 2 flagrants. Yeah, Jerry, I just want to scream, brother. There you go. You take away those free throws. It is not his final year, but I'm assuming that it should be his final year, as he should go to the NBA. All right, 40 seconds to go, 20 on the shot clock. Indiana's got a play set here, and they're going to try to get a basket. Oh, my God, they called a foul on Purdue. Ooh, I better grab my chest. Yeah, by the way, but it's only the 5th team foul, and it's on a sub. All right, Indiana's got 20 on the shot clock. CJ Gunn on the inbound. No good. First clears the glass. Don't you foul, McKenzie. Well, honestly, we couldn't have somebody. We couldn't have anything less than 19 points. And Matt Painter's second chin came in here today and said Purdue by 20 plus. He must have been the one that paid off the officials today. And I hate to say that. What's up, Ben? Hey, you got to give Purdue credit though. They make their free throws and they're playing basketball. And they don't have anything to do with how the officials call the game. All right, Purdue's going to get to hold it for one. We can either be down 19 or upwards of 22. High pick comes on gun. He's going to Smith over in the corner. Jones is wide open as Renew left him, and he buries a triple. Well, I can't think of anything more embarrassing as what we saw here. I thought it was bad on the road in the other games. Given no chance in this game based on just if we foul that much and deserved it, that's one thing. But you can't tell me that they didn't put lay hands as much. Some quick stats here for Purdue. Edie's got 18 points, 8 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 foul. I, I I would hope not. Look at it going on down. Wren has been the only one that's been held ineffective in the first half. He was guarded by Renew primarily. Uh, he does have 3 rebounds in the game. Braden Smith has only 3 points. He has 5 assists. Lawyer's been the dagger. Lawyer and Jones, the other 2 guards, both are in double digits with 11 and 13. Lawyer has 3 assists to kick with that. First half, Purdue played some special basketball from those 3 guys, 18, 13, and 11. What do we have to show for our efforts in the first half? We have 11 personal fouls. Only 4 turnovers, mind you, but 11 fouls. Sparks has been good off the bench, 4 rebounds, 3 points, 1 foul. Walker came in and did get a basket and a rebound. CJ Gunn's got 4 points and 2 assists and 2 fouls as well. We have 5 players with 2 fouls in this first half. Nobody else. Trey Galloway 3 for 8 from the floor. Weston, we completely look uncoached. Well, let's go to what we can control. Second chance points has been big. A lot of offensive rebounds for Purdue, not blocking out. That seems to be a lost art in college basketball, at least for Indiana, is blocking out. Um, there's a lot of things that we can't control so far that happen in this game. No matter what we did, we would be down double digits right now. Yeah, I felt like an Ohio Indiana versus Ohio State football game. Yeah, for real. We feel like you're outclassed completely. After that no effort performance, my heart is no longer in this season. It could change, but I'm doubtful. At Rutgers, yeah, you know what? I mean, the game at Rutgers was an embarrassment. It and they didn't deserve to beat us that day, but yet, you know, I agree. Angie's in the house. Hey, all. Had a thing I couldn't get out of, but looks like I should be glad for what I missed. Evidently. Uh, yeah, Trace Jackson Davis was our savior last season. You know, Ware has got the same capability that he does, but so far today, there is nobody out there that is a leader on the floor. I I keep talking about floor leadership with this team, and I really just don't see it. What's up, Brockton? So far today, it's been absolutely. Where was the uncoachable moments comment? I'll go right back to that, Weston. It doesn't look like we're running plays. It doesn't look like we have a defensive plan. We just look like we're out there and everybody's just hacking on Edey. Gabe Cupps is grabbing everybody. But I got to say that, they've got to even out the foul calling a little bit. You can't just call it one way. And they are very quick with the flagrant one and flagrant, with the flagrant fouls. Yeah, there you go. They got 4 quick fouls on Mbako and on Ware. And Mbako, you got to remember, Mbako started this game with our first 7 points. And then he got 2 fouls, and that's when it went really downhill. Mbako was an equalizer with his outside shot. And he was driving to the basket. That charge was suspect that they called on him. It definitely was not that he's not that strong a guy to do what it made it look like. So how many points does Edey have? He has 18 points, 8 rebounds thus far, Dabney. The biggest stat is them free throws. Jake, I think that's a lot of freshman stuff right there for Mackenzie Mbako. He is definitely attacking the rim a little bit more. I mean, he's showing signs of growing up a little bit this year. He hasn't shown that he's ready for the NBA. Oh, I mean, even if they cut this game to less than 10 in the second half, it's going to feel like it's still not going to feel good because there's no moral victories this year in college basketball. Ben, I didn't watch the Nebraska game, but it does take the outside shot to really make Purdue defend the 3-pointer to beat them. But at Northwestern, they just got beat at Northwestern. It wasn't just the 3-ball. Heck, we'll look at it. We ain't got nothing else to do. This game has been completely lopsided and ugly. Let's see, right there. Oh, that's not it. We got that game, that rematch coming up. Let's see. There it is right there. Yeah, in that game, Zach Edey had his 35 and 14 that game. He got his points. Northwestern hit 10 threes in that game. So, I mean, that's a big part of it. You got to be able to make your outside shots. But look at it like this. That game went to overtime. But your guards put up – look at what the guards put up for Northwestern. Ty Berry, 21 points. Langborg, who I'm not familiar with, 20 points, hit 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. Boo Buie, who's probably a first-team all-conference, 31 points. They won it from the guards. They won it from their leadership on the floor through their guard play. Boo Buie is that guy. Xavier Johnson should be that guy for Indiana. He's got to get some dribble penetration. He's got to come in there and play better. Galloway has got to do better. CJ Gunn's come off the bench and scored some points. We need balance. We need something from our guards. Our guards have got to play defense. And I now look at Purdue in that game. in that game as well, their guards got points too. Smith got 12, Lawyer got 17, Jones got 10. But it was a track meet type of game. Zach Edey played 38 minutes in that game out of 45. That's a lot. But we've just got to have some defense here in the second half. I cannot wait to hear what everybody else thinks about this game. But giving up 18 to Edey in the first half is a lot. Yeah, I mean, when you have a balanced attack, teams have to change the way they defend you. When our guards play well, we're pretty much unbeatable. Let's put it into perspective. If our guards play like they're supposed to, with those two seniors on the floor, I'm not pinning this on Gabe Cupps, but you know, X has got to grow up. I don't know that he will. They might as well just get rid of him. They're definitely they played the rest of that first half like they were defeated. Absolutely, Daniel. Hey, can we play North Alabama again? You know what? I look for the second half to be better. Yeah, Mbako is it, and Mbako can't stay on the floor. Xavier Johnson, Trey Galloway, they've had a bunch of open looks. All right, we're going to be getting ready to start the second half. Get this thing on the road. Ben, what I remember about X that made me want him back was how in line he was on the floor, how he played on the floor. He was locked into the game, and now he just seems like a thug out there that has 5 fouls to give. Used to be chippy, and he'd be really smart about trying to get people wound up and under their skin a little bit, gamesmanship. But now he's just a punk. If you to get somebody to lose their cool, you have to grab their junk. Then no way. Yeah, Elia Boston on Peacock talking about the Iowa game. I'm telling you, Caitlin Clark is going to the Fever, and they're going to team up. I just have a feeling that Caitlin Clark can make more money playing college basketball next year. Yeah, and Ben, you for sure. And you know what? He's not going to get away with that stuff. And now, like that foul on Edey, where he was just trying to push off a little bit, they called that a flagrant one. And then they got 2 free throws in the ball back. That was a 6-point play. You got the shot by Smith, then you got the 2 free throws by Edey, and then you got the ball back, and then the basket by Lawyer. She's getting that State Farm money either way. Yeah. They just said that her nil money will be more. What the heck? I gotta figure out something here. Hold on and try this. Camera's fuzzy today. Reminds me of Miller Kopp and Parker Stewart. Yeah, Parker Stewart was a tremendous shooter that never got hot at Indiana. Frustrating. That's what the word is I'm looking for. Frustrating. Noah Eagle and Robbie Hummel. Glad I don't get to listen to too much of that. Yeah, Tamar Bates is doing pretty well in Missouri this year. He went back home. He just didn't really fit the mold here, I don't think. Ben, I did a introduction video for Tamar when he got here, and I think the first person that reached out after that was his father. I thought that was really cool. Was really psyched about Tamar Bates coming here. And that's just it. Some guys don't work out. Wow. What do I want to see in the second half? I want to see a double-digit point differential. I'm with you, Fundamental. That Illinois game now looks winnable as Maryland goes in there and gets the win in Champaign. But you've got to find your identity somewhere today. It's got to start here in the second half. Hey, guess who gets the ball first? Purdue does. Here we go. And then Smith's got it. He's going to drop it down to Edey on the block. No foul. He missed the shot. Good defense by Kel'el Ware. Here comes Cups back the other way. Indiana's got to take it one possession at a time here. Cups from 13, and he hit it. Gabe Cups, hopefully that young man can start finding his rhythm. 31-51, only down 20. Yeah, out of focus. Oh, my, no. They cannot make the three there, but it was wide open. Nobody came out to help. Galloway feeds it to Renew on the block. Renew's working his man in. Back out to Galloway for three. And there's a quick three by Galloway. And just like that, the game is back down to 17 points in the first minute. It's about winning these 4-minute segments. Smith gets it over, rotates it around, gets it back out at the top of the key. Jones has got it. He's going to work on Mbako. Over to Lawyer from 18. Lawyer shoots and no good. And it's going to be Indiana's basketball off of Mason Gillis as Galloway went out there and fought it. Another quick basket right here would be really nice. We need our guards to start it, and then we need to rely on our bigs to finish. Let's go. Come on. Galloway's going to bring it across the timeline. He's got it out high. Maybe we can catch them flat-footed. Galloway is working on Jones. There's a pick by Ware. Step back three by Galloway, and he hit another one. Trey Galloway gets another one, and that's 8 quick points for Indiana, and the lead is all the way down to 14. Less than 2 minutes gone by. And the fans in Bloomington are starting to come to their feet as they're going to feed Edey at this point. Smith drives on Cups. He's cut off. Feeds Edey inside. And Ware gets the block. Oh. Come on. If this isn't clean, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh! I guess on the fingers. Purdue's has it back to 15 and back to 16. Oh my God. If that block would have stood, that would have been a big momentum swing. Ware's got it out high, hands it off to Galloway. Galloway goes off the pick, cross court to Mbako. Mbako's going to force it. I'll watch him. And Mbako gets the basket, no called. That looked like a flop too, so good call there by the officials to not blow the whistle. We got those two back, and they're going to feed Edie on the post. And there is another miss by Edie. Here comes Galloway on the left wing. Cross court to Cups. Steps inside, goes up, drops it down to Renew. And Renew's going to be fouled. And Edie's going to pick up his second foul. There was more of a foul on that second possession there where Edie went up to the left than there was to block. Malik Renew's at the free throw line. We need all of them. First one's no good. Free throw misses just knocked it. They deflate the building so quick. Second one's up. It's no good. Mbako gets and one. Mbako puts it in and the foul. And for the first time this season, I've seen a little bit of life in Mackenzie Mbako's face. And just like that, Mason Gillis did not do anything to block out Mbako there. And all he did was, that was an effort play. Mbako's at the free throw line. He hits it. Lead is down to 11. And this is exactly what we needed to compete. Right back where it should have been. Smith over to Gillis. And Gillis fires the three. No good. Rebound to Smith. Lawyer has a chance. Galloway closes quick. They drop it down to Edie. There's a tip pass out to Lawyer. Everybody quit jumping at shooters. Jesus criminy. You cannot leave your feet on a three-point shot. Galloway's on the left side. He dribbles over to Mbako. He gives it there. He works himself in. Mbako, no good. Man, here comes Smith up in the center of the court. He's got a pick by Edie. He's going to work off of it. Step back, nothing. Jones has got it, feeds it into Edie. Nothing you can do there but put your hands up. 16 back in front. We got to make another little trim here, another run. Cups. Renew's got the offensive glass. He's going to work on Gillis. Baby hook. And it just doesn't go down. It's 58-42. Purdue's kind of balanced it out. Smith for three. No good. Renew gets the glass. Here comes Galloway. Galloway's going to take it all the way. And Purdue has no effort on defense right now. And the lead is back to 14. You've got to keep running this. I got my loss for words. Keep the defensive pressure up. Keep pushing the ball. Smith's got it out high. Feeds it to Edie. And there's a block right there. Here comes Renew. Up on the right side looking. He's going to drive in the lane. Goes up all the way to the glass and scores. 58-46. Getting ready for the under 17 timeout at the next timeout. Get another stop. One more stop. Let's go. Gillis gets it over to Jones, over to Smith. Smith drives right, working all the way to the basket, and it's blocked out of bounds. Kel'el Ware swats it into the stands, and we're going to go to the timeout down 12. Plus 10 out of halftime. These referees better swallow the whistle this whole dang half, I'm telling you. I know they're going to break my hearts today, but I do enjoy seeing the effort out of halftime. you know what? When you're talking about 18 to 22-year-olds, momentum is such a huge thing. Just how you feel about yourself. They look a lot different on defense just because they hit a few shots. Isn't that amazing how that works? How momentum actually works in a game? Nice start to the half here. Oh, where'd my score go? Oh, there it is. My scoreboard's right. Yeah, Sam, the scoreboard's absolutely correct. What are you seeing? I don't know what you're seeing. Does anybody else see that? Or do they see the actual 58-46? Anyone? Okay, Angie, thank you. Sam, you might have to refresh. I don't know why you're on 23-13. That's all on you, dude. Who is James Goodis? I'm not sure. Sam's high. All right, Purdue's got it. They're going to flip it out to Edey. Jones has it over in the corner to Lawyer. He's going to work the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Got a chance to get it to 10 or under. Let's go. Yep, he stepped out. All right, why is Galloway letting it roll? Pick the dang ball up. Let's go. Galloway's got it working on Jones. He feeds Renew on the post. Double team comes. Renew's double teamed. And there is going to be a foul on Purdue. That is Purdue's. Watch this. That's Purdue's third team foul in the half. We've only got one. They're trying to even it out a little bit. Let's see. There's the foul right there by Jones. Wears out high, hands it off to Galloway. Galloway pitches it over to Cups. Cups for three. Gabe Cups buries a triple. Let's go. Lead is in single digits. Gabe Cups right out the gate. 5 points here in the second half. None bigger than that one. And Smith gets inside to Edey. And that was Indiana went for the steal, and that left Edey wide open. I'll take that. 60-49, 14-11 to go. Gabe Cups finally starting to make a few shots. It's very nice to see. And Baco is going to work on Lawyer. Gets it down, picks up his dribble, cross court to Cups. Cups goes up high to get it. Out to Renew. Renew drives, and Braden Smith gets the steal. Lawyer's going to work at the right side over to Smith. They're going to reset. 20 on the shot clock. High pick comes. There goes Smith working his way down. He feeds it over to Jones. Jones down to Edey. Double. Edey puts it up. No good. And Wren loses it out of bounds, and it's going back to Indiana. Foul on Purdue? What? Good for Gabe Cups' confidence. Let's go. We need another basket here. Let's get this under 10. Galloway to Ware. Here comes the pick. Nothing there. Hands it off to Cups. Cups is going to work off of it. Gets inside. Puts it up from 13. Short. Gabe Cups was just a little, he short-armed that jump shot, and Purdue got the rebound coming back the other way. Smith's got it out high, looking. And there was some contact there, no foul called. And there's a steal. Here comes Galloway back the other way. Galloway 1-on-3. Drives all the way to the basket, puts it up, and no good. But he did draw the foul. Now, they've expended a ton of energy on this little bit of a comeback. You should start your substitution process now, working one guy in at a time, because everybody's starting to look a little bit gassed. And the first free throw is good. We finally made one. Charlie Morton comes in for Purdue as they start subbing their guys in, looking for some momentum shift with fresh legs. I love that about Purdue. Oh, Angie, don't get me started about substitution practices. Second one is up, and it's also good. Lead is down to 9. They're starting to get up here at Assembly Hall, looking to get some momentum going here. Just play defense. Keep Edie away from the basket. Trey Galloway does have all the tools. I'm not sure why he's not better. Oh, Galloway got on Edie's arm there. Good call. And there is a timeout on the floor. You know what? If you want to talk about that fundamental, Trey Galloway is a Bobby Knight style player. He has everything that Bobby Knight used to look for in a player. He has all the tools. He's a step slow, but I can think of a lot of players at Indiana that weren't the fastest but worked hard. If you want to talk about all time, Steve Alford comes to mind. He worked really hard, but he was slow as mud. At least I thought. He had a quick first step, but he didn't have very good top end. It's just that type of he's that Coach Knight type of player. When they recruit that guy, I love it. And you know who hasn't been on the floor yet today is Anthony Leal. And I thought he had worked his way back. I know he's been listed as questionable here recently. We need to get this lead a little bit closer. 100% love Trey. He's much better than his numbers show this year. Yeah. He's a coach's kid, I think, if I remember correctly. But he's hard-nosed. He plays aggressive. He works really hard on both ends of the floor. He just hasn't, there's a lot of people that want to shoot in this offense other than him. He's probably the third or the fourth option. It didn't look as though Leal even dressed. After he earned playing time, he hasn't played, and he's been listed as questionable, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Yeah, it looks like Edie's going to get his 30 and 10 today, or 30 and 15. But if he's the only one we let beat us, then so be it. All right, here we go. Smith's got the ball on the inbound. Cups is with him. No subs yet for Indiana. And Lawyer's left open. He's going to drive the lane. And that's going to be on Cups. That'll be his third. Actually, yeah, it's either going to. Couldn't say it better myself, JB. Bobby Knight knew how to build a team around good players who were not NBA quality. When Knight had NBA quality, they went undefeated. All right, 2 there back for Purdue. Lead back to 11. Galloway's going to bring it up. Is under 10 by 10. That's the goal right now. And there's a double team on Renew. Renew's going to work out of it and dribble, and he goes inside and puts up the baby hook and loses the rebound. And that was an ugly looking shot. What up, Panther? Smith's going to drive. He gets all the way to the basket, puts it up. No good. Kel'el Ware clears the rebound from Edey, and Ware is winning that battle right now. Oh, my gosh. You can slow down, run offense. You don't have to be bad at this point. You played well so far. They feed it into Wren on the post. Double team comes. Rotates it back out. Wren's got it, works on Renew, and Renew's going to pick up his first foul. And I feel the momentum starting to shift back the other direction. But kudos to Malik for not fouling today. And we are at the under 12. Not quite where we wanted to be, but still better than we were. What up, Panther? How you doing, sir? Purdue shooting 90% from the free throw line today is the difference. 18 out of 20 so far. Getting that anxiety. We need another little run here. He does and he doesn't. You know, I noticed that a lot of his best passes do come out of the double team, but sometimes it just seems like he loses it. I think that's he's growing. He's become a pretty good passer this year, but you're right, the double team. Yeah, if he's looking for the pass, it's a little better than when he tries to get the shot. That hook shot was going away from the basket. If he would have been going towards it, it would have looked a little bit better. Yeah, I got you. Well, they both have their third foul, I believe. Ware and Mbako. Mbako still has two. Ware and Cups. Cups has his third. There you go, JB. If we get it below 7, we got a really good chance to win this game because the fans will be absolutely loud. And Assembly Hall is probably the loudest place I've ever been. But it's you got to get another run here before the 7-minute the under 7 timeout, under 8. All right, Wren's at the free throw line. We're down 11 at this point, 11:36 to go. This next segment of 4 minutes is going to be real important. We've got to win it by about 5 points. 63-51. Second free throw is no good. Ware clears the board, and here comes Xavier Johnson. He's got to pick up his play. He's got to be a senior to the second half. Galloway down to Renew. Renew's working on Wren. Cross court to Johnson. Johnson's shot has not fallen today. He needs to facilitate. Ware on the post. He's got Edie on his back to Galloway. Works it over. 5 on the shot clock. Mbako takes the 3. Hard, no good. That was a little bit deep for Mbako and out of rhythm. Need to stop. You got to play defense. It all starts on this end of the floor. Smith on Johnson. Smith goes around the pick, drives all the way down to the baseline, drops it off to Edie. Oh, and he was stuffed. Where's the foul? They better call that on him, on Renew. It's on Renew. Renew fouled. So Renew committed that foul. If Edie would have just went up with a shot, it would have been a block. Lead is back. The TV score is incorrect. I think my ESPN, it's back to 14. Indiana needs a basket in a bad way right now. Xavier Johnson on the wing, got it, rolls it over to Galloway to Ware. Off the pick, Galloway for 3. And that's a defensive rebound, Purdue. That shot was pushed a little bit. Johnson's on the ground. And the outlet to Ware, but Johnson's hurt. Johnson just got his bell rung. Yeah, we don't call picks very well. Got him right in the jaw. Yeah, you've got to call pick so that he's aware that that guy's there. That's like running into a pillar. Zach Edey's not going to move. And they're sending Xavier Johnson to the locker room. Nobody seems that concerned over X at this moment. I love seeing Ware on Edey, except for the fact that Ware has 3 fouls. Cups is back on the floor. Indiana needs to stop down 12. Smith's going to work on Cups. He drops it into Wren. And that goes for an easy basket. Pack it in. Make them shoot it over you. Back to 14. Mbako's got it on the wing. He's looking for his shot right now. You can see it in his eyes. Renew hands it off to Cups. Cups is there. Over to Galloway. Galloway's been hot, looking for Ware at the top of the key. Ware pulls up and shoots it. And there it is. Kel'el Ware gets his 3. And we are back under 10 again. I'm sorry. 11. It's back to 11. 67-56. Just play defense. Why are we overplaying? Stay back a little. Morton's got it out high. He looking. Passes it to Edey on the block. Double team comes. Morton drives. There's somebody open. It's going to be Smith. Edey misses the shot. No. God dang it. Block out. And they're going to call that goaltending. Let's see. Oh, it is. It's goaltending. It was off the glass. I thought he pinned it to the board. and that's okay. Keep that ball out of the middle. Just work it down. We've got to score a few points here in the next couple of minutes. We got to get up ahead. Galloway's got it on the right wing. He's going to rotate it over to Walker, who's been good off the bench. Mbako is looking. He's lost his footing there for a second. Driving on Edie. And then makes the turnover. Mbako trying to do too much. Oh, and there's Cups' fourth foul. And as we were up 4-1 in fouls, it has quickly changed. It's now 6-4. The last 5 fouls have been called on Indiana. And that was just Gabe Cups reaching. Johnson's back on the floor. Cups is back on the bench. They're going to feed Edie inside. And he slips Ware and gets the dunk. I think this little run's a little bit over here as they're back up 15. Mbako drops it inside. That should have been a foul on Edie. And they do call it. Why hasn't Sparks been in the game at all? Why hasn't CJ Gunn been on the floor at all in the second half? We have not subbed anybody but X. Mbako's got it on the baseline, hands it off to Galloway. Galloway goes around a pick, flips it up. Oh, and Galloway flips the alley-oop up, and it almost went in. And it is slowly slipping away. We got to have a stop now. You need a defensive stop. Pack it in. Do not. And there is a rebound by Ware. Here comes X. He's going to work it all the way to the rim. And he is blocked. No foul called. And Woodson is working that official as he ran by, but Xavier Johnson goes up and just doesn't make. And he's got it inside. And he lays it up and in, and the lead is back. 17. Yeah, Purdue's got us right now. There is nothing in rhythm. The offense looks out of sorts right now. Nobody's moving without the ball. And Mbako works his way to the rim. He's going to get a foul call, and he's going to get a couple free throws here. We're going to go to the under 8 timeout, down 17. Every bit that we had made up, we have lost, except for 5 points. I really thought we had a good opportunity today to win this game. And somebody's got to – so where they're winning at is we're not fronting Edie at all inside. We don't have anybody coming over the top to help on the weak side. What did I do? Man, I don't know. So they're letting Edie receive the pass anywhere he wants it, and that's just bad news if he's got you down too deep. I mean, it's automatic at some point. I mean, at this point, he's got 30 already, and 10 for 10 at the free throw line. Sparks should be in the game. Sparks should be out there fronting him, picking up fouls. That should be the guy that you want to be out there defending against him, not kel'el Ware. You want to get him away from him. I just don't understand this team sometimes. No substitution in the second half. I understand you want to shorten your bench, but these guys made a big run, and everything you worked for, you've lost because they're tired. That's a lot of energy to come back from. Yeah, they took it from 22 down to 9. They got it to 9. So they trimmed, 13 points off that lead, but they didn't have the energy to maintain it. Purdue kept their subs in, and they started rotating their players. They gave up a little bit, but they had the momentum going back the other way, and we're not doing anything to get Edey out of the post. We're not playing our other bigs. Banks, I thought Banks and Sparks would be huge today. I thought those guys would play a lot of minutes to keep guys like Renew on Wren and keep Aware on Wren. Those guys get a mismatch somewhere else, but it just hasn't worked that way. Just watch how they – Mbako's got 2 free throws here. And he missed both. And look at that. Nobody gets back on defense. Look at that. That is just horrible. Back to 19. Everything we fought to earn to get back, we've already lost. Kind of lost my momentum here. And there's Xavier Johnson for 3, and he hasn't hit a shot today. And nobody got back on defense, so he had to run back after missing that shot. Smith is going to walk it up the court. This team has already quit. There's no energy on this side of the ball right now. Look at that. He rebounded his own shot. And they finally call Purdue for a foul when it's insignificant and doesn't matter. All right, here Indiana's got 6 minutes to trim into this. Mbako feeds Johnson. Walker gives it to Galloway. Galloway back over to Johnson. He's going to drive. Flips it out to Mbako. Mbako drops it out to Galloway to Mbako in the corner. And there's the 3. $75-59, 5:57 to go. Hart is already destroyed today. Got none left. As Edey's out at 15 foot where he needs to be pushed out to. They're going to rotate it around, try to get it inside. There's a steal by Johnson. Gets it up to Galloway. Pull it up and shoot it. Galloway drives. And Galloway goes up strong, but misses it badly. He should have pulled up and shot the 3. 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go. I think Xavier Johnson is a I think oh my flipping God, somebody go to a monitor. I'm usually not going to defend X very much, but I will there. He's just trying to get under his skin. And there's Walker running the court. Gets an easy basket. Lead is down to 14 again. Xavier Johnson's out there on Smith pushing him. Wren's got it. They're going to get it into – and there's the steal. Walker comes up, takes it away from Edey. Here comes X up the court. X drops it off to Walker for 3. Oh. Walker had a good chance there on the transition three and missed it badly. Not a great three-point shooter, but it was a good shot. They're going to work it off. Smith goes all the way to the basket. Nobody goes and blocks out. You cannot give them 3 chances. I agree. You know, X has done a lot of dirty, underhanded crap, and that was gamesmanship. He's trying to get in his grill, get in his space, and then the fact that he pushed him down, that should have been called the other way. Somebody should have went to a monitor and looked at that transition again, especially with X's recent activity. CJ Gunn's in the game right now, finally a sub. He's going to work it on the left side, gives it back to Mbako, over to Johnson. High pick comes. Johnson works around it, gets inside, drops it off to Renew for 3, and just can't get it to go. Smith comes out. Braden Smith looked like he traveled. Mbako was calling for it. They didn't give him the call. I'm with you, Fundamental. Right now, I'm just at. And there's another slam dunk by Edey. Great feed by Smith. 17-point lead with 3:43 to go. Johnson actually trying to facilitate. CJ Gunn's working on the left side. He loses it on the ground. And Edey gets the loose ball because kel'el will not die for it. And a finish. I'm going to drop the call a little bit here for the rest of it, and we'll just kind of chill out and watch together. Out of rhythm jump shot by Ware is no good. Here comes Purdue the other way. Purdue content to run some clock here. 2:55 to go. This was one we really needed to win, and Smith is just dominating right now in guard play. Yeah, one guy wanted the ball, one guy didn't. And I can't believe he's just going to start calling timeouts here. I would love to have one of the media passes for asking coach questions, because you've got the premier big man in the country on your floor, and you do not play the one guy that defended him fairly well in the first half without fouling, which is Peyton Sparks, in the second half. Why not? Why does he not get minutes in the second half of this game? He's not your best offensive player. Why not put that guy on the floor? In his limited minutes today, he had 4 rebounds and 3 points, and he was not asked to do a lot. I'm happy that Gabe Cubs finally found a little bit of rhythm. Yeah. Look, I concede you're probably going to be right before it's over. And that's just it, Jim. I don't think Woodson's an idiot. I think Woodson is like, he gets lost in the game and he forgets that he has other guys on the bench that did something in the first half. He always talks about, and now I get to rant. He talks during the week when you listen to his press conferences. He talks about, hey, Anthony Leal had good workouts this week. He was ready to go, and then I put him in, and he gave us a boost. Had good practices, but 7 minutes ago in the first half, you had a couple guys that came in that weren't really probably expected to play, being Sparks and those three guys off the bench, Sparks, Walker, and CJ Gunn, have all gave valuable minutes today. Gabe Cups has been foul happy. Yeah, if Edie comes back, shame on him, honestly. It got up to 20 degrees today, Showtime heat wave, bro. Heat wave. It just really disappoints me because when you see this team and you see the amount of he constructed a pretty solid team. Walker's a great six guy, and he's got length and he can play different positions. Uh, Renew, Mbako, and Ware all really got a great opportunity. He's got great players. It's just that he refuses to change his style of coaching. And I think other coaches are figuring out how he coaches, and they're just playing against that. Galloway's got it out high looking. Cups is in there as well. And there's a bad pass by Cups, and it's a turnover. I agree, Jim. I I think he'll continue to be able to recruit and get good players. But see, fundamentals are out the window right now. There you go. Because our guys are tired, that lead is swelled back up. CJ Gunn, with the one guy with fresh legs, makes the jumper. Yeah, I don't want to. It's still the game of college basketball. I want people to. I want to see. I want to see the game played as it's meant to be played. I don't necessarily want to see a college team play a pro style game and that be the reason you get recruits. I would love to see in-state recruiting come back. I would love to see the good players with the high IQ as a priority. Yeah, I'm not sure about Bronny either. Hey, look, there's Sparks. Thank you, Jim. Angie, probably the best statement of the day. We were spoiled in the 90s. And the other guy that's had a lot of playing time this year is Caleb Banks. I expected him to play heavy minutes today too, just for his fouling. He's a big body guy that can bang. There's Gunn again, hard off the back rim, no good. And we go to Wisconsin next. That's going to be tough. We match up better against Wisconsin, but we cannot play. I hate to say it, but I agree. Hey, I do want to say thank you guys very much. When these games go this far off the rails, I lose my knack for the game because I get a little bit upset. Fair enough. That's a good point too. Not sure you call the first team in NCAA history to lose double-digit seeds in the tournament 3 straight years. Blueprint. Yeah, I think he got a little lucky with Edie. It's going to be a big topic of conversation. I'm not gonna frequent the after game streams listening to the coaches, but yeah, there was an opportunity in this game. I don't agree with that either, Jim. Honestly, I think that's more sarcasm on your part because I know how you are. But that dude there, Xavier Johnson, he has the ability to run the floor and call a game on the floor. I do agree with that, bro. Wholeheartedly do. I don't think the rest of this team can survive. Like they're good pieces around him. I mean, you got Lawyer and Jones today played really well. I wish they would just go ahead and kick him off the team, Jim. Because if you notice out there today, Mackenzie Mbako was right there with X, and he's carrying on some of the same kind of mentality, and I don't like that. Weston, sorry, bro. Good to have you again. Thank you very much. On to Wisconsin. Maybe that's the motivation in the game. They've got to learn to play on the road at some point. There's got to be somebody out there that wants to bring this program back to prominence. I don't think it's that Woodson doesn't want to do it. I just don't think he's capable at times. I think this is why you see NBA games go so far out of whack. Yeah, I should fire him. Yeah, but Kelvin Sampson could flip and coach. That's the problem. He brought in, all the bad stuff that was not Indiana basketball with the recruiting and stuff like that. But he could flat out coach. We need somebody to motivate these kids. Paulson, man, looky there. Now, there's somebody that's going to say, I think Wisconsin's a dang good team. I cannot wait. I hope you're right. I'm going to remember this one. I'm going to clip it. Thanks, Z. I appreciate you. Galloway played hard. Thank you very much. There is some good things out of this. Gabe Cupps did make a couple shots today. He found a little bit of rhythm. Yeah, Houston, he can do what he wants, Angie. I think he's left alone down there. I don't think the fan base in Houston or the university really cares too much as long as he's winning games. There's a little bit more scrutiny at Indiana. But at this point, going to be a cold, depressing Wednesday in Bloomington tomorrow. Dude, I got to go to work, and I don't want to. Hey, I just want to say, I wanted to get back to what I was at. Hey, you guys are flipping awesome. I definitely appreciate you all. Had a had a good little spell there for the first 7-8 minutes of the second half. That's probably the best we played in the game. I do believe we got the shaft a little bit in the first half with them 11 fouls to 4. I don't think that's right ever. But yeah, I will post in here. You'll see when my next one comes up which game it's going to be. I'm not positive yet. I'm not going to look at the schedule today. I'm just going to knock it off and call it quits. You guys are awesome. I will see you all next time.